smells like Volvo gravy. What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today's episode, I'm pretty stoked. We were at Mission Speedway for another drift event. We got a couple really cool things, guys. So you may remember my good friend here, Turbo Scott. He is finally back in action after like a year-long hiatus, a year and a half maybe. It's been a while, yeah. It's been a while. So Turbo Scott's got his wagon all suited up. As you can see, I'm not too sure if you guys saw this wagon when when Scott first got it. I did maybe a video of it, like a walk-around video. It's actually come a while. Oh fuck, dude, the mosquitoes. Oh, it's actually come a long way since then. So currently he's got the manual swap done, so it's M46, just a stock turbo clutch. He's running pretty much stock boost and that kind of thing, so you know, it'll hang in there. He's got extended lower control arms, so shout out to our good friend Jake. He did all those for Scott. Extended lower control arms, knuckles. As you can see, he's got his wheels and spacers on. Scott just bought these tires also a couple days ago. They are Nito Neogen, so pretty good grippy tire. A lot of people really like these for drifting in the front, probably in the back too also. So as you guys can see over here, I have the panel wagon. So you guys haven't seen this car in a little while, and I apologize that I haven't really done a whole lot of videos on the wrenching aspect of it. Sometimes I just hate filming wrenching videos because you know, it becomes really frustrating for me sometimes. So I apologize, guys, but I'll show you kind of the goods. So this is a new motor. This is actually the motor from Claudio. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you remember the green 940 named Claudio. So it's a 1994 motor. I took it out of Claudio, I freshened it up. It actually had a blown head gasket, so I did the head gasket job. I also did just all the seals and random things like that. I replaced the coolant hoses on it, just so we don't have any kind of, you know, failure items. Still running the stock 13C turbo, which seems to be definitely the limit of this setup. I'm gonna throw that China Bay turbo on after this event, actually. There's just a couple oil lines that I was missing, so I only had like a day or two to get it ready, so I figured I'd throw the 13C on. It's all good. As you guys can see, I got a metal intake pipe here, so it's got a little more choo-choo noises. Also, really cool part here. So shout out to my guys at IPD. They hooked me up with one of these. This is their DO88 intercoolers. So this is actually from a Swedish company, and they're essentially a direct drop-in in place of the stock intercooler, but they flow twice as good. They're double the size, double the thickness, so they can handle a lot more boost. So this will be kind of like an upgrade. You know, it's kind of pricey. It's one of those things that you buy once and you can swap between all your Volvos, and I'll probably have this intercooler for a long time. It did cost me a lot of money, so I got to keep it in good shape and that kind of thing. I'm gonna try my best not to smash into anybody and destroy this intercooler or total my car, any of that stuff, but we're usually pretty good on that sense. What else, guys? So yeah, this car, it's running an IPD turbo cam because the IPD turbo cam was in Claudio before, so I just kept that in there. Everything's stock timing wise. I have the distributor because we're still running on stock management, so this is LH 2.2. I have the distributor pretty much all the way retarded just to be safer on the motor, essentially. Just, you know, less likely to detonate, less likely for pre-ignition, that kind of thing. This intercooler is definitely going to help with pre-ignition though, mind you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the wagon, guys. There's not really much new as far as suspension goes. Still got BC Racing coilovers. It's still got, you know, this one has extended lower control arms and knuckles, the exact same as what's on Scott's car there. So but that's pretty much it, guys. Actually, I cut the panel so I could have a working door again, so that's kind of dope. I don't know if you look at actual panel vans, like you know, the guys use for work and that kind of thing. The slider door is always on the driver's side, and then the other door doesn't even open. So that's exactly what this is. It has an opening working door on the driver's side, and it's completely closed up on the passenger. So yeah, we got my good friend Oliver here. So you know, hey, nice, you painted your intercooler pipe. Cool, man. Right on. And as you guys can see, Oliver actually polished the car. This car had the typical red paint that gets super faded in the sun, so a little polish. It's not perfect, but it actually looks a lot better than it was before. So it almost matches his painted bumpers now. Looks pretty good. Track's looking good. Same layouts as before. we're gonna go party, and I'm stoked to try out the panel wagon with the new motor. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm running like 10 pounds of boost or whatever, so it should have ample power, and yeah, it's gonna be a really fun day, guys. So we have a mosquito issue. There's mosquitoes freaking everywhere, and once it starts to, you know, when the sun starts to go down, I think we're gonna get eaten alive, literally. But it is what it is. So hope you guys liked the video, and let's do some drifts. That's some pretty mad camber you got, dude. It's probably like -7 degrees or something.
Yeah, lots of people get mad at me, like legitimately angry, and telling me that my shit's broken.
Yeah, weren't you like driving down the road the other day and some guy told you your wheel's falling off?
Yeah, sir, hey sir, your wheel's falling off. Sorry buddy, the other one looks the same.
That's so bad. It's so funny because I was telling Scott I used to have a Cressida, and it had like a lot of camber front and rear, and some guy flagged me down while he was driving behind me on the highway and like freaked out and was like, oh dude, like your car's broken. And I was like, no man, that's my camber. And then I ended up like showing him my YouTube channel and showing him what drifting was. He was some Asian dude, he's pretty cool, nice guy. But yeah, so Turbo Scott's car, we think it's a little bit low on boost. It might be, I don't know, it's running like 6-7 pounds, maybe not even.
Yeah, like maybe hits 10 psi by like red line.
So it just doesn't quite have as much jam as it should. So we think there's probably like a boost leak somewhere, because you can turn the boost controller up and it doesn't really make it go up that much. So yeah, I don't know, it should be good for today. It's not lean, as long as it's not, you know, super lean. It's probably just it's probably rich because it's a boost leak. So it should be fine, the motor should survive. So the last piece of the puzzle was borrowing some electrical tape from Oliver and wrapping my e-brake handle, because you don't want to go out there, pull up your e-brake and forget to press the button in and have it lock up on you. It'll screw your whole drift up. These 740 hoods are pretty light. Alright guys, so we're thinking that the slave cylinder actually, when we pushed it out, when we pushed in the clutch, it stuck in its extended position. So I'm not too sure. I actually didn't check it. All of a sudden I had no gears in any gear, so it was neutral in every single gear, and then all of a sudden after like a minute of just sitting there, it came back. So it's good now. We're gonna go test it out again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Alright guys, so I got my friend Chris with me. Let's hope this lap doesn't have clutch issues like last lap. sputtery, guys. So I don't know. It's just kind of something's not right. Maybe the coolant temp sensor or something. Alright guys, so I made a small tweak on the alignment. It wasn't self-steering quite as good as I would like it to, so a little toe out actually goes a long way. If you're towed in too much, you'll feel like you have to fight the wheel a bit more, so I towed it out just a small bit, like an 8th turn on each tie rod. When you're adjusting toe out, you want to go in small increments because a lot can do a pretty big difference. So we're gonna see how this feels. It should, it should grip a little better in the front, be a little more manageable. So, hey guys, this is my friend Matt. This is his 350Z seat time car, pretty much. So Matt, you've competed in Pro-Am. Didn't you do pretty well?
Finished about 5th out of a field of 4.
Sick, yeah. Do you still have that 240?
No, I got rid of it.
Nice, man. Anyway, so Matt's a pretty competent driver, so he might get some marks on the door of the wagon.
Good.
Alright guys, so those last couple runs were pretty dope with Matt following me. So he definitely, this was really cool. He actually tapped me in the same spot 2 runs in a row on my door. So there's a lot of rubber there right now. It's looking like these tires are pretty much pooch actually. They actually didn't really last very long. I thought they might last a little better, but that's all good. Gotta love these Trans Am wheels, hey? Oh yeah, Matt actually got me here a little bit too. On my wheel, you can see actually there's rubber all around, but I don't think he wrecked the Trans Am wheel, so just rubber, no rim-on-rim contact. We're mint. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go hop in with my good friend Turbo Scott and go for a lap with him because it's been a while. All right, guys, so we're hanging out in Turbo Scott. What's the name of this car again? Greg. Right? We got it from a guy named Greg. Some old dude that drove it since pretty much new, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's like, I think 15,000 kilometers.
He bought it, yes, the pre-owned 15,000K, he rocked this car for a long time, so it's cool to see where it's come. It's got a manual swap and a bunch of cool drift mods now, so this mirror is actually, I think this is the style now, it's really easy to see out of.
The style is one of those ones and then one of these ones.
Oh yeah, that's what, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have both of them.
Yeah.
Nice fire extinguisher mount, just cut out his headliner.
Clean cut too.
Clean cut, dude, nice. You should just delete the headliner.
Yeah, it's at that point now.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
just going Han Solo, or are you going with these guys?
They're coming, picking up.
You guys going?
Good?
Yeah, good.
So little did I know this whole time I was actually drifting with 40 PSI in the front tires. So that's definitely a little high, especially with these random dry rot tires from the scrap pile that I'm running on the front. So I dropped them down to 25. Hopefully they grip a little bit better. The car is drifting pretty good though. Now that it's getting kind of colder and the sun's going down, because I'm running no hood and where the cone filter is, I think it's making a little more power. You know, it feels like it has a little more juice kind of as the temperature drops. So let's give it a lap with this new tire pressure setting and see how it feels. Mosquitoes in my air filter. Yeah.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, whatever. Alright guys, so last lap of the day. Time flies when you're having fun out here drifting. So yeah, let's make it a good one. Alright guys, so that's pretty much a wrap up of today's video. I'm gonna make this quick because I'm gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes out here. So yeah, Ted drifted really well. As the night went on, I started to gain more power for sure, just due to this cone filter setup and having no hood and that kind of thing.
This is more power for you.
Oh man, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, really stoked that my guy Turbo Scott is out here slaying tires with me again. It's been a while, so we had some pretty sick runs. Scott was using his car like a skateboard on the frickin' coping or the whatever it's called.
Like quite a few times.
quite a few times. Yeah, I think I got it on film, that last one that we did.
Sick.
Like huge sparks everywhere.
Sick.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's I don't know if you guys can see the mosquitoes here, but it's just brutal. They're everywhere. So the next plans for this car, I think I'm gonna throw that eBay turbo on. I think this turbo is just, you know, it's definitely a limitation. You can tell it chokes up the exhaust quite badly, and I think the motor would just kind of breathe better with a little more turbo on it. So as far as funding goes, I'm gonna keep it on stock management for now. It seemed to be pretty reliable today, drifted pretty good, so we'll keep it like that, and we'll just keep, you know, enjoying it for what it is, just a kind of a seat time car. I do have some plans. We're hopefully ordering a new head for Miss Huff. My good friend Dennis Blom hopefully is gonna build me one. So there's some stuff in the works. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So luckily I didn't damage my Trans Am wheels. They just got rubber on them, didn't actually get destroyed. So one day I would like to almost get these refinished, just because I don't know, there's a super dope wheel, definitely one of my favorite wheels. So anyways, guys, I'll leave you there. Like and subscribe for buttery Volvo slime.